Hello, it's me, Reza Gaming. It is Friday morning. That's weird. Yeah, it's really hot in the UK at the moment, so I thought I'm going to stream in the morning this time, and then it's not going to get so hot it's unbearable in here by the time we're done. It's supposed to get to like 32 degrees today, and I've actually got time to skip it. Hope you're doing well. Great area. Ayla Avo, what's up? What are we going to do today? Well, I think we've actually done most of what we wanted to do, testing out the DLC content. I think the last thing I want to really look at before we move on to something else, and I'll talk more about that later. Let's go look at the Paku and the Jorbo. We'll get them sorted, we'll get some exosuits made, and we'll go explore the Iridium and find some use cases for it. Maybe we'll test out trying to build a gas boiler? I don't know. We're going to be around for a little bit today. So, yeah. We're going to be around as long as I can hold out for. Also, I'm wearing my old headset today because I forgot to charge my headphones. So, great. Yeah, last time we set up some Dartles and Rhexes. I think this will do for now. We've got the coolant loop running. It's just running polluted water. It's not actually that cold. I'm hoping that the brine ice from the Rhexes is going to help cool stuff, but importantly, the brine ice doesn't seem to actually melt in this farm tile storage. So that's nice. Ignore this Dartle, he's just a little hot because he was a bit hot when we brought him in. We're going to keep grabbing more Dartles. How many can we have in here? We can have 12 in here. That's the amount of dewdrops we have. We could technically get more, but we don't have enough dewdrops for that. Let's go find some more Dartles first of all. We're also still just making sure everything else that we've got doesn't break.
Killer fish.
Oh.
Killer fish from San Diego.
Just about to show you guys the nits.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good.
We got a fish in the way.
I'm a killer fish. Hello.
Please.
I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
It's not even the evening this time, it's the morning. What are we gonna do? I hope you're doing well, John, please. Yeah, we got the nits. We got loads and loads and loads of nits. How many? Does it say? 19. Well, we have 5 Dartles in here, so it's 14 nits. And we got some we got a nit lava. I'm gonna keep grabbing more nits. There's a couple more eggs in here. We're gonna keep grabbing them. And oh, that's not the right tool. We're just gonna keep grabbing them. That'll do. There's a load of nits over here. That's fine. I don't think we need any more actual seeds. Oh wow, we've really wrapped around full circle to this area, haven't we? I want to put more masks in, so we can just go up there and grab any nits that are up there. Is that actually worth doing? No, we're trying to keep this whole area cool. Just dig a little tunnel up here. About a neutronium. You know, just dig through all the obsidian. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, something like this. Oh, that's sand there. That's not gonna work. Well, let's just get this high, and then we'll see how that works. I like the frog. I very much like the frog. That's good. So we're gonna be finishing. We're gonna be finishing off this stuff today. We need to make a. I guess what we want to do is we want to make a drowner for the excess critters, but let's actually just get some excess critters first. We need loads of Dartles. These guys are starting to starve. And they're tame. And we do need them to actually lay eggs. So we may have to compromise. I think what I'm going to do for now, just to make sure these guys stay alive, is we're going to put a critter feeder in here. We're going to stop eating meat. I don't think we're making a significant amount of barbecue. Hello, Sandwraith. Hope you're having a good day. Let's stop eating meat, and let's stop making barbecue just for now. Is this where we're making barbecue? Yes. Oh god, stop doing that. Right, and then we can just deliver the meat here, and make sure that these guys keep breeding, because we need more Rhex eggs. I am very much concluding that these guys are not very efficient for making reed fiber, feather fiber, whatever with. Let's go grab some more Dartles too. Where can we even find them? We do actually have a Rhex egg. I'm going to relocate the Rex egg up here in advance. I'm pretty sure you get the feathers for shearing a fresh wild guy. Actually, you know what? There's probably a few Dartle eggs around the map. We can go grab those as well. We'll ease slowly into this. Because I'm going to be really, really honest. I've been on a massive Victoria 3 binge. Like, I haven't picked up the game until now. Because everyone was saying how it was buggy and didn't really work and things didn't make sense. And with the latest update, I think the facade of it working is enough that it's got me hooked. At the moment, we're just playing as Switzerland. We're playing as Switzerland, and we're just sitting on our butts, being neutral, and just developing our economy and industry. And my god, it is addictive. It's, you know what? It's addictive in one of those stupid. It feels a bit like one of those sort of Facebook idle games at the moment. Because we're just building buildings and managing our economy and the market, but it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying actually getting all the different resources together so that your people are happy and then passing all the laws. I don't know. I'm very much in new player mode with that at the moment. Don't be surprised if I come back and we do a Victoria 3 stream. I think I know enough about... Oh, look at the Dartles, he's so cute. Oh, he's giving a little butt wiggle. This is why I always come back to Oni, the cute butt wiggles. I'm liking Frosty Relic World because a new play to play the game, a new way to get fiber and plastic. Yeah, but it's like, I do like that it's a new way of doing it. It is a fresh challenge. It's so bad compared to Dreco's. Like, the management is way more. The throughput for the amount of space is a lot less. You've got a lot of temperature stuff to deal with. Dreco's are by far superior. Which is probably fine, because you don't get Dreco's on this asteroid. But we did teleport over to RelicAAAAAAAGHH, and there are Dreco's here, and the Thimblebreeds. So, like, honestly, if I was suggesting you do this, I would just suggest to find the teleporter instead of doing this. I do like the noises, though. Right, we need meat. Put meat in here, so these guys can eat the meat. Just to start. And I know part of it is about familiarity, but I think even... Why are you in here? You should not be in here. I think even when it comes to familiarity, like, it's just inherently a lot more complicated to do Dartle stuff, I think. Dartle stuff. I like the Lums and the Neovagro vines. I keep calling them Neovagro veins. I'm not going to pretend this is original. I've just seen this on Reddit. Works pretty well. I will have a think about a new design at some point. We're going to get properly back into Sandbox Showcase and all that stuff once I come back from Devon. I basically just treated this whole funeral period as a recharge holiday where I just do what I feel like. So that's that. There are a load of Dartles up here. Right, can I just yellow alert wrangle you guys while you're here? Because while you're here, the Rex isn't going to actually get you. This is... Okay, maybe not you. What I've learned is that if you wrangle the Dartles next to the Rhexes, they will just eat the wrangled Dartles. So that's obviously not what you want. Also, actually, something we can do before all of this. I want to get all the non-carbon gas... I want to get all the non-chlorine gases out of here. So, let's stick... Oh, what's this going to look like? I think this will do. Remove these. I'm going to stick a carbon skimmer down here. We're just going to set that up on a closed loop. What would I want to do with that? I've already got a pipe here. This pipe. Let's change this. We have polluted water here. We have regular water here. This room... Oh! This room's too cold for a carbon skimmer, isn't it? Or it should be too cold anyways. Right, you know what? Don't even worry about that. I mean, you can delete the pipe. I think what I'm just going to do... I'm going to set up 2 gas pumps. I'm going to set up one over here. I'm going to set up one over here. I think. You know what? Maybe we'll put it down here. And then any gas that's not chlorine goes in the reservoir. Oh, you know what? We could do slightly better than that. Put the gas reservoir here. And then... I don't know, just tile this. I'm gonna move that to the side because it's gonna annoy me otherwise. So... gas pipe. We're also in a bit of a power drought at the moment. Because our natural gas geyser is offline. So I should probably consider that. And then what we'll do is we'll just put the usual sensor vent trick. So anything that's not chlorine. I don't think the gas pressure is going to be high enough for us to need a high pressure sensor. We can actually build them now though. Oh. You know what, actually? Make that out of iron. The God Volcano turned off as well. I think that's actually the first thing I want to do before we get too stuck into the rest of any of this, apart from maintaining our current systems. We should just actually build an Atmo suit. We have 12 reed fiber now. These dibble reeds have stopped growing because they're too cold. And this water coming out of the metal refinery should generally be too hot. Yeah, there's the Rhex egg. It looks so stupid. It is only actually one tile tall. It looks taller, but it's not. But you have actually eaten. You're elderly, but you should still lay an egg before you die if you're actually taken care of. And then they've got the just 8 bonus, so their scale growth is growing. One thing I've noticed about the DLCs, the whole scale growth thing, Drekka's obviously grow in an environment. Every other creature in the game now just eats to grow scales. It feels like a bit of a non-mechanic. What would we change? Would we want them to be immersed in something else? Maybe the Rhexes grow their scales when they're immersed in chlorine, right? Because of these guys? Wouldn't that make sense? Because I feel like the Frosty Planet critters already did that whole thing with not needing a certain atmosphere. Oh, bloody hell. Hold on. Turn this off. Right, there we go. Right, plug these in. We are hooked up to a load of regular wires. It's awful spaghetti, but it will work. I need you to build this bit first. The banister could be below a certain temperature. I mean, they generate their own heat. I'm fine with the Frosty Planet Pack critters just needing to eat. They're complicated enough, like, with what they're doing. I'm happy for just 8 to be on some critters. I just don't want it to be the default and then we never see a critter with a different scale growth condition again. 9 out of 12 now. We have actually just been grabbing a lot of these guys from... Oh, look, he's so sad! He's so sad. He's also on the ladder. I'm not sure how that really happened. I love all these new critters. They're amazing. Yeah, wrangle you two. That's fine. That is very precarious, I must say. Let's keep looking for Gnit eggs. I think if they're all in here, that's fine. But if there's any out here, we need to grab them. I just want to make sure we have as many Gnits as possible for this. They're cramped. Oh, yeah, they're cramped. Yes, I didn't even consider this. How much space does a Gnit need? 4 tiles. Right. Well, that's awkward because they're flying. And... if they're flying, then that means they're going to fly into any other room that is a room. I don't really want them coming in and stinging everyone in the rec room. I could have them float into here. This means that this room would have to be a different design, though. I didn't even consider this. This is a real problem, because if these guys aren't actually... You know what? I think this is what we're going to do. Oh, if we have the Gnits dump in here, then they're not going to grow, are they? You know what? Sod it. We're not going to be here forever. The dupes can all get stung when they're in the recreation room. This is how we solve this issue. Just a little bit of dupe harassment. I'll delete this one too. Whatever, it's funny. We're still just experimenting. Right, you're fine now. I think what this means is... I think this means we may actually want to get rid of the Dartles. I mean... Yeah, because people are going to run through here and get stung. This really wasn't the solution I wanted, but it's the solution we got. I have... Actually, so while we're here, I've seen something very interesting. So, I've seen a setup on Reddit that I actually posted in the Discord, where someone used beaters. Okay, well, that's not a good example. Someone used beaters and Gnits. The problem with beaters is they immediately die if they get above, like, 0 degrees. Or... Oh, 10 degrees. Okay. And the plants, the lower plants, want to be at a hotter temperature than that. They want to be at... Oh, where are they? But yeah, I dug them all out of here. Other side. These things want to be at least 10 degrees. So the temperature range is very narrow. But they had them both in the same room because they just used a very thin chlorine gas atmosphere. The plant requires 150 grams of pressure, so they just maintained that exactly. They used chlorine, and then the beaters bred and got eaten quickly enough that it wasn't an issue. So... I think that's actually pretty sensible, and probably the best way to do it, because you do find the beaters on this asteroid as well. And the advantage of that as well is it doesn't require any wild critters, because no one needs to get stung. And you can reproduce beaters as much as you want if you can actually plant the hive. We've never done that. We've never actually planted a beta hive somewhere. Pipe blocked. Oh, right, I didn't connect this. That was sensible. Okay. So anything that's not... Oh, no. We just want chlorine. No. We want to vent anything that's not chlorine. Yes. No. We want to vent chlorine. Sorry, I'm just used to it being the other way around. Right. Cut this off. Store everything else that isn't chlorine. But this room is pretty close to being full now. That's good. So we've got loads of... We've got a couple of Dartles eggs. That's good. We should start to get a good excess amount of Dartles eggs. I am also just going to set up some Megafronds here now. So... Did we reach a conclusion about bleach stone off-gassing? If you have 10 kilograms of bleach stone per cycle, how quickly does it off-gas? And what mass does it off-gas into? So it off-gasses at a rate of... Oh, blimey. So it's off-gassing at a rate of kilograms. It doesn't give you enough precision to know the exact rate here. I wish it would tell you what the exact rate of off-gassing is. Does anyone know? Because we're basing it off of that assumption that all of that's going to turn into chlorine. So, we do know that we're going to have at least 120 kilograms per cycle of chlorine. Let's go back to the Megafront. So, this is 90 grams per second, 54 kilograms per cycle. So we can have at least 2 domestic Megafronds in here. And we don't actually need to do anything else other than maintain the air pressure. I probably want to... I think I actually just want to let all the bleachstone off gas now, don't I? Let's just put them here for now. So the issue with everyone sneezing as well, if we look at this, so we've got -1 athletics, plus 10% stress per cycle, plus 5 sneeziness. I think that's actually fine. We're just gonna let everyone get stung. And then that means we can actually get these Dartles out of here. So what I'll do is... I'll put them in here. We don't need these anymore. We have enough plastic to do what we need to do. And I think just letting the dupes get stung is just what we're going to do now. Yeah, because if they're all getting cramped, the Dartles aren't laying more eggs, are they? We got more dewdrips? Wait, why have we got dewdrips? They shouldn't be going in here. No industrial ingredients. Oh, I think it... Did it? No, it didn't do that. What? Is it this one? It's this one. This one picked up a dewdrip. Okay. I think the gas pumps will get most of this gas out of here pretty quickly. Let's put the Megafronds in. Megafronds seem really good. They're very temperature resilient. You can have them in even relatively warm chlorine. They just need the gas. I really like the Megafronds. So I'm hoping this means we're actually going to get some Gnit eggs. I think what I'm actually going to do... There's too many Gnits in here. I'm going to replant the lower plants. Oh, speaking of lower plants, we've got a friggin' wasp in here. Right, you are looking very dozy. So I'm actually going to... There you go. Hold on. Right. You guys get to... yeah, you guys get to watch this while I deal with the wasp. I haven't told you guys how much I hate summer. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna have to actually close my window. Or I'm gonna get a load of wasps. To be fair, I think it's at the point where it's getting hotter outside than it is inside now. That's why I've got the blind down. Yeah, let's eat some of the Gnits. How many calories does a Megafrond make? That, I can get the answer for you pretty quickly. So... Okay, here we go. So these plants produce 36 grains every 9 cycles when they're domestically planted. But it's 4 grains per cycle. And then if we look at the actual Megafron grain here, how many calories? If you're just doing it as frost buns, it's 1,600 calories. But it will be per cycle, per Megafrond. Which I guess is not that high, but you can combine the grains together in a load of different ways. I guess the throughput is probably less than the sleep wheat overall, but the food is much less. And also, you could just pit plant Megafronds and... Oh, actually, you can't just pit plant Megafronds. They have to breathe the gas, even if they are wild. That's true. So, they don't get the pit planting pass that most plants do. So I think that's the rub. Like, it's easier than Sleet Wheat, but lower throughput unless you have a lot of chlorine production. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. Because things you want Megafron grains for, or things you want Sleet Wheat grains for, berry sludge. Make that with Megafronds. How much chlorine per cycle? 54 kilograms. Okay, so don't want any dupes. Right, can we actually just make these a higher priority? I want to get the Dartles out of here to make sure the Gnits are still reproducing. Okay, they are reproducing, that's good. I think this will be fine, because any Gnit larvae that land on here can just flop, right? They can just flop like fish into the water. I'm not that concerned about that. Yeah, Megafrond. Kind of like an oxyfern. This strikes me as something that is worth... Actually, hold on. This strikes me as something that is worth fertilizing. Because the chlorine is limited. Just increase the throughput that way. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's put, like... Also, it looks like it's mostly chlorine now. That's good. There's the remaining gas. There's still a bit of oxygen. I think this pump is going to have to be moved up here to get all of the oxygen out. That's fine. Some dioxide we put in here, not a lot. It's fine. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is... Door. This doesn't need to be insulated. Farm station. And then... Farm tile. Farm tile if I get a third one. I think we could probably have a third one, but I'm gonna have just two for now. Cool beans. What's going on with that? Why is no one able to relocate these? We can get in here. I think I've just given you guys too many errands. Maybe. So remove that. We did get back up here. I don't think we need more Gnit eggs and whatnot. Yes, you need to grab the Dartle before he drowns. Go, Devon, go! 54 kilograms seems like a lot. Yeah, but the Dartles produce a lot of chlorine. Like, this is the thing, like, 20 kilograms per cycle of chlorine per critter. That's pretty decent. When a chlorine vent erupts for, on average, say, I don't know, 90 grams per second. Each chlorine vent is about 1 megafron's worth. And that's the same as a couple of Dartles. Also, I put the Pepsi in the fridge, and the amount of condensation that's coming off it is hazardous. I need a towel, hold on. That's a good problem to have, isn't it? Alright, this is just condensation. This is just condensation, so I could use the fish towel, it's fine. Look, it's got clownfish on it. It's got clownfish on it. This is my old one, where like the hoop fell off. I got a new one for my birthday. But, yeah. You know what, just leave this here, I'll need it again. There you go. Ugh. Okay, so how's this going? This seems to be going pretty well. We're getting a full chlorine atmosphere in here. We can have more Megafronds in here if we want. The rest of this gas, I guess, we could just dump in the base. What's going on with these? Are we just not actually... Oh, we're just not actually doing anything here at the moment. When does the gold volcano reactivate? 15 cycles? Do I want to make a load of steel? Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, scale growth. If we look at this, so each one, when they've actually eaten, the scale growth is 25% per cycle. So you get 4 feather fiber. You get 1 feather fiber per cycle if they're fed. Now, the other thing is, now that we're putting the Dartles in here, they should actually be getting grabbed, right? Yeah. They will be getting grabbed once I stop yellow alerting everyone. You've dropped the Dartle here. Not ideal. Okay, let's put the Megafronds back. Is feather fiber exactly the same as reed fiber? I believe so. Let's check. No, not feather frond. Yes, I think it's just a substitutable good. This all looks the exact same. Interesting that jet suits and Atmo suits require less. I think that's the same with reed fiber though, isn't it? Honestly, something I very rarely think about, but yeah, these ratios are all the same. Sounds like it might give it the core bonus. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. I think it's just decorative text. It doesn't seem to imply anything. We can test it. We don't have a lot of reed fiber though, and our thimble reeds aren't growing. What do I want to do? I could put a textile loom down here. That's probably sensible, isn't it? I hope you like the hodgepodge look of the whole base. Should we? I think we should test this. Do we hack? Oh, stations, textile loom. And floor lamp. Carpet tile. That's true, because then it's reversible. True. I'm going to put this here anyways, because it's a good spot for it, but we'll do that instead. Right, so let's do... No. Oh, yeah, look. It says the exact same thing. It doesn't actually make any difference. Also, I'm an absolute moron. Feather fiber and reed fiber are 2 different resources. So I should be keeping track of both of them. So I don't think it makes any difference. It's the same overall product. I think they should give feather fiber a bonus. Make it so it's lower throughput but higher quality. And here, you can see the brine. Any brine that got on the conveyor rail did indeed melt. So that's not good. A little bit of carbon dioxide coming in. I wonder why that's the case. If they're exactly the same, it's a bit boring. Yeah, they should change it. They should change it to give a higher decor bonus. I think that would actually make it reasonable. Because, like, at the moment, I would literally just always just find the other source. But if it actually had a higher decor value, and you were making clothes out of it, you could definitely make the argument that it was worth doing. Right, so what are we actually making from the Megafron grains? We're not making frost buns, we're making pepper bread. That is the aim. So let's actually Put a conveyor load. Let's put an auto sweeper in here. I think I could put it here. I think this makes sense. I'm already regretting making all of the friggin' stuff. We're just gonna set this to iron. We just need more material. How many tons of iron ore do we have? We have 233 tons of iron ore. We'll be fine. Also, extra hassle to keep track of two resources that are completely equivalent. Exactly. From a game design point of view, it should definitely be different. Okay, so we need a loader as well. I'll wait to make that in a minute. Actually, you know what? Don't bother making this. Put this here. And all the Megafron grains could just go over to the kitchen. That's not going to be an issue. You know what? I'm gonna set it this way just so we can actually build everything. Yeah, that's fine. And then just put in a little wire. I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to put an Atmo sensor in the room, and we're going to have it go off if it detects that the pressure is too low. Also, oh yeah, it does take up the 3x3 space. That makes sense. So yeah, we'll put in a notifier. If the pressure gets too low, we'll get rid of the third one, but let's actually plant the third one. So, where's a Megafron that we're not actually using? This one. Dig that out, please. There's no hot abyss light here, that's fine. Right, all the lure plants are eating, we've got loads of eggs. This is acceptable. This will give us plastic, the dupes will suffer very slightly, but I think they can manage. This doesn't have to be perfect, this is just a test. So, cooking ingredient, that would be Megapron grain, right? Yep. That should help solve some of the food issue as well. I don't think we're going to have a food issue, if I'm being honest. We could probably get more duplicants if I really felt like it. What are you doing in here? Get out of here. Here and everywhere. The peat, the actual amount of peat has stayed the same. That's actually good because I know we've been using it for power. Or I think we've been using it for power anyways. Okay, just copy settings and then that can be done. Right, we need to make Atmo Suits. We actually need to do that. Let's just do it. Oh, we need more refined metal. Well, just keep making the refined metal. We need to do this so we can get enough refined metal to do everything. Because there's so much refined metal over here. There's just oodles and oodles of it. And as soon as we can grab it, we should. Now, in terms of access, if we look over here, so... this is not insulated, but it's cold enough that we can make it work. I think I'm just going to put a liquid lock over here with the brine that's already here. We'll make the suit terminal, and then we'll just have people run through the vacuum chamber. And then we'll grab everything that way. So what we'll do is fire pole up here. Ladder up here, dig this. And then just leave. How do we get in here to do this? Because what I want to do is these 4 tiles. How do we get into that side without making a mess. I think we can do it. I think we just have to come over this way. We can do that. That's fine. That's a lot of brine, but I think that will work. The only thing is, I don't really want to do the liquid lock. I don't want to do the liquid lock before the suit terminal. I don't think that makes sense. Okay, let's just do something else. Let's actually just do... So we know that we want stuff to come down here. This, I think, will be the last bit. So let's make this the liquid lock. And then we'll pour everything in here. And then that gives room for... not very many suit terminals. We don't actually need that many suit terminals, do we? All we're going to be doing is going out and grabbing raw materials. We're not going to be building anything out here because it's frankly going to be more of a headache than we can solve today. But we can just go retrieve some stuff. Also, it is going to be very, very hot. Some of it is. Not all of it. Some of it is cooled down enough that it's actually going to be fine. We're going to have a large amount of brine in the liquid lock. I think we can just chance it today. If I'm being honest. Right, let's speed up again. I don't think there's anything much more complicated that we need to do now. You can reach this. I think we'll need to keep an eye on whether these guys are eating or not. It does... It looks like the elderly one is eating. The thing is, we don't need the elderly one to keep eating to get the scales. We do need it to get the eggs. We do at least have an extra egg. We have lots of Dartle eggs now, that's good. These guys all seem to be behaving just fine. Okay, so I think we can stop worrying about this stuff for a little bit. Right, let's build the suit terminal. Maybe just make 2 suits for now. That'll probably do. Do this. So we can just dig that out. That's fine. And then we can climb over all of this. Big amount of... There's a big amount of nickel ore here as well. It's pretty helpful. This can get turned off. We don't need this running anymore. It's just going to be the other one, right? I hope we haven't ended up with any chlorine in here. We've ended up with a small amount of chlorine in here. Well, I'll tell you what I could do. I'll actually set this up to recirculate. So any chlorine that is in here just gets ventilated. I think we're I think we're actually done on pumping now. That's good. We'll see if we get any more random carbon dioxide in here. I don't think we will. I don't think we will unless the dupes run out of oxygen in their masks. Oh! Oh, here's what's happening. You're underwater in your mask, so you've exhaled. That's interesting. Well, I don't mind a very, very small amount of carbon dioxide. That's fine. We can just pump that intermittently. Yeah, I'm fine with this. So all of this brine should just flow into this gap because it's a lot of brine. More iron ore here as well. That's nice. This is about as rib-worthy as we're going to get with the dupes, by the way. I'm not normally going to subject them to abject cruelty. That will do for now. There is actually a hydrogen vent up here, and the temperature up here is alright. It's surrounded by neutronium. Obviously, this is too hot. But I think we could probably actually access this hydrogen vent. Set that up for backup power. Not that I think we really need it. I think we've got plenty of hydrogen here. The main issue is wire spaghetti. And to be fair, we've de-spaghettified it enough that it's not a major issue. I think what we would do is we would... probably just need to set up a couple of transformers coming with these hydrogen generators. We could grab the hydrogen from the vent. Is it worth doing now? I don't know. Right, okay, so... liquid lock achieved. Do I want to make... I could have 2 suits, so... 2 suits and 1 terminal. Probably fine. Just gonna tell you to sweep this all up now, so it's gonna stop being an issue. Probably not gonna do it, are you? This needs to... oh. The fish feeder! The fish feeder! I have a fish feeder that's on. It just turned on. Yeah, look! You guys got a free fish feed. None of you ever redeemed that anymore. That's fine. You guys get to see the free fish feed for now while we have a Pepsi. Yeah, there we go. I set this up for while we're away, and I've just had it run in the gap.
Can I get a fish sandwich?
You can get a fish sandwich. There you go. Enjoy. Only premium pellets for these guys. Oh, actually, thank you very much for redeeming the points, Brynry. Let's see what the pellets are. Let's do a sponsored by segment. We got Tetra Prima mini granules. There you go. I like the Tetra food. So I get the Tetra pellets and flakes, and then the algae wafers for Whiskers as a treat are the Hikari ones. They're really nice. And only Whiskers eats them because they're too big, and she snaffles them all up before the other fish can get to them. So I'll give her some wafers when we get back. But yeah, fish. Let's put the insulated tile here, because it's not that hot over here, but it's hot enough that I probably should insulate this. Never seen so many fish in my tank at one time. I know, right? We did get some new fish. We got some barbs. Here's the emote. There you go. New follower emote. Also, they're just a bit more visible during the day, apparently. Because the light isn't on the tank yet, or it's not very bright. And there's some light from outside. So I guess it increases the contrast at the back of the tank. Yeah, there's Whiskers. There's Whiskers. It's all good. Butthole McGee. That's not her name. Yeah, there's one of the new barbs. They really like to group together. And unfortunately, they seem to swim just below the camera level. Whiskers may be the only one to eat the wafers, but she didn't seem very excited by this pet. No, she is excited, but they're very distributed. With the wafers, she can snaffle them all up immediately. When it's the things, it's less efficient for her to eat because she's only grabbing a few at a time. But she still likes them. Yeah, there she is. She likes to suck on the feeder bar, on the spray bar at some points as well. Like, the water level is low enough, or high enough in the tank. And it's not actually bubbling at the moment. I've got some extra bubblers though, so that's fine. But it does mean that Whiskers likes to go up and suck on it because there's snails that get in there and she likes to eat the snails. I'm not sure how successful she actually is. But look, you can see some of the gold barbs as well now. That's good. I haven't got an emote for the gold barbs yet. We'll do that at some point. There you go, fish. Right, you know what? Let's sweep this. I also find it funny how we got allergies dupes and we made sure not to get bristle blossoms or anything like that. To make sure that they didn't, go on with the Mimica. Did the Mimica actually get eaten? I think the Mimica might have gotten eaten. But yeah, we were deliberately going out of our way to make sure the dupes weren't sneezing because of allergies, and now they're all sneezing because they're all getting stung by Gnits. Well, maybe not everyone. It looks like they are stinging pretty well, though. I think this is fine. You can cancel these two. Right, okay, so we need to deliver exosuits. We need to make some exosuits. We need to plug these in. We have not had any issues whatsoever with hooking suits and masks up this run, which has been a relief. Oxygen got sorted immediately. Right, that can go there. As I said, I don't think we need that many. This is still vacuum in here, that's good. I didn't actually even intend for that to happen. I think we can just dig these three. This needs to be vacancy only. No one should be going out here without a suit under any circumstance. Right, we need 2 suits. So let's make 1 out of reed fiber. Oh, we can't make 1 out of reed fiber and 1 out of feather fiber. Let's just make them both out of... Let's just make them both out of reed fiber for now. Whatever. There you go, there's some more feather fiber. That's good. This should probably be set to feather fiber, right? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? How much feather fiber are we actually going to get out of these guys? Skill points. I haven't done skill points in a while. Let's do some skill points. I'm just going to give everyone fairly useful neutral skills at the moment, I think. Low morale cost. Yeah, that'll do. Right, okay. Immediate issue. We actually need this to be a ventilator chamber. That does indeed make sense. Mesh tiles for all. And then, let's actually decorate this room, just because I feel like it. I don't think this will be the thumbnail, but they are going to be going in and out. Shadowy figures. I think that makes sense. Look how much of the dirt is cooking into sand now. Not very efficient. This whole bit here has been plugged. Waterweed's not growing anymore. The water level is low enough. Do I care about that? Empty this big bottle. I don't really care. I mildly care. Right, suit is here. Maybe we'll do the Paku stuff last. I kind of just want to get and grab the refined metal first. Now the key is, whatever we do, we have to stop the steam from coming in. So we're probably going to have to make another liquid lock that isn't going to burst on contact with steam. Can I make a magma liquid lock? Is that allowed? I don't know. This seems like a job for liquid uranium, if I'm being really honest. We have uranium, so maybe we should just actually do that. Alright, what's the temperature over here? This is obviously where the heat breach was, so... This is definitely going to be the limit of where we have stuff. This is debris, but it's hot debris. Oh, it's solid, so the heat transfer is not going to be present in a vacuum. That's fine. That one can stay. And then that should be sorted. B! You don't need a B. I will definitely need to play around with the beaters later, because I think that is the optimal solution to that whole problem. But I'm not overly fussed now. I basically just want to make sure we're seeing a little bit of everything that the DLC has to offer, and we'll go into a deeper dive later on the YouTube videos. Right, you now have suits. Wait. No, hold on. Someone's out here already. That's what they're doing. Good. I could go and get exosuits on people. I should actually... Hold on. We have Maya, Captain Trash Can, and Harold. So Maya is the chef. Maya probably shouldn't be doing this. What about Harold? Harold is not any more qualified. You have got the exosuit training hat. What about Captain Trash Can? Okay, Captain Trash Can is the one that's going to be going out and doing all of this, and I think Harold is going to be joining them. So, let's say Captain Trash Can. So default is this way. I'll let all three of them go out. I don't think there's any real reason not to let one of them out. Where are they? Maya. There you go. And then copy and paste that down here. There we go. Oh, I'm so glad we're doing this now. We're not streaming the evening. Yesterday evening, it was like a friggin' swamp. I'm aiming to do a double-length stream, but it's honestly going to depend on the heat. How's this going? Did we get the Dartle out of here? No, we didn't get the friggin' Dartle out of here. Why? Why not? I think I just need to... Oh, right. It's because this room is full. I think I just need to relocate you here. I don't think they've been delivering the guys. Yeah, let's make sure they're delivered. Right, so the important thing is we're not getting any heat transference or any of this. Now, if we want to... I think what we'll do is we'll put in heavy watt wire, uranium ore, here. 100 kilograms per tile. And then we will seal this off, we'll dig out, and we'll just let the steam get to this point. I think. Because it's a vacuum, so it won't transfer any heat. And the steam is hot enough to melt the uranium, but not to boil it. Because uranium has a boiling point of 4,000-ish degrees. And it melts very slowly. It melts very quickly. It melts at 130-ish degrees, because... I'll keep saying this until they fix it. The devs missed the front digit of the melting point. It's supposed to melt at 1,130 degrees. In fact, actually, if we look at this, so if we go to enriched uranium, so enriched uranium correctly melts at 858. Uranium ore melts at 133. And I looked it up on Wikipedia, it was supposed to be 1,133. Or, let's see, depleted uranium, is that what we're looking for? Yeah. That's what I looked up on Wikipedia, was depleted uranium's melting point. Which I presume is what they're applying here. Now, one could argue the uranium ore would definitely have a different melting point. Also, someone left a comment on YouTube, which I really appreciated. They're like, one could argue that you say the phrase, one could argue so much that we've started a drinking game about how often you say it. That really tickled me. Thank you very much for that. I do like that phrase. I like a neutral phrase where someone can tell me something and then I'm like, well, it's possible that you're right. It's possible that I'm right. And it's possible that we're both wrong. Okay, this is looking good. So if the pressure gets below 600, then tell me. Chlorine low. And that could be a... That'll do. The only thing is, I think the level already is low. But if it continues to decrease... In fact, you know what? I'm going to set it to 500. I don't want to keep getting bing bongs every minute. Yeah, set it to 500. There's definitely some brine ice melting. Okay, I think I've realized an issue with this whole setup. The brine ice that the Rhexes are actually laying is melting. Because the room isn't cold enough. I think we're actually going to need a different coolant. What's going on here? Pressure? Oh, right, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I think we actually need to make the coolant a different liquid. Probably not nectar. The issue is, because of how the aquatutor works, I think we actually need an intermediate bit. The issue is we can't cool it past. Okay, that's really much. We can't cool it past the freezing point of polluted water, and that's where it needs to be for the brine ice to not melt. Now, there is some oil. There's not a lot, but we could grab some. There was some down here by this oil fissure. Actually, that's enough. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it, that's fine. So, come over here. Take this out. I'm not overly excited to dig into this, but nothing down here we want to preserve, is there? Well, there's the bees. The bees up here are alright, though. I'm not worried. We'll just do this, and then we'll just go grab all the oil. There's enough here from when this was erupting that we should be able to swap it out. And it won't be as power efficient, but that's not going to matter, because we just have to get it to work. Otherwise, we're going to run out of brine ice. We have a lot, so it's not an issue at the moment. But it will be an issue. The funny thing is, the brine actually freezes... There's a hysteresis going on. That's a fun word. So the brine will freeze at actually 25.5 degrees C. And it will melt at minus 13. So it'll freeze at minus 25.5, and it'll freeze at minus 13.1. So you can have brine ice that's cold enough. You can have liquid brine that's cold enough to keep brine ice solid, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll cool this block down, and that should cool everything else down. But yes, this clearly isn't going to work with the polluted water. I guess it's the next thing we have to do then, because I want to make sure that we've at least got the Dartles and the Rhexes sorted out, because that's going to be like the main thing that like is going to determine whether we can continue runs at a reasonable pace. This probably also shouldn't be shale. This should probably be something else, right? Sandstone? Make that a sandstone ladder. I need to keep doing that. I need to keep building out of local materials. Is that a mod? Is there a mod that just tells the dupes to automatically build it out of the nearest applicable material? That should be an option here. Build out of nearest available material, and then it gives you like... then you can select them off of the list. That would be such a quality of life feature. That would speed up people's games considerably. Not from a performance point of view, but from a dupe errand point of view. So what have we broken? Electric. Oh, fuck. We got brine. We got brine in the pump. Where? How? How did this happen? Right, okay, so... it's this pipe. Why is there brine in here? I don't think you were paying attention to that. I'm going to call your bluff. I don't think you were paying attention to the brine. There was ice and it melted, and it just happened to melt where our pump was. Is that an issue? How much oxygen do we have in here? We don't have any in this one. Also, it's going to break this one easily. You're just enjoying chaos. That's true. Right. I think the solution to this is we just vent the brine. Here we go. Nice and easy. Yellow alert that. The issue is, there is so much hydrogen up here, fixing this is going to be a complete pain. I think what we could do is we could remove this tile, fix this one. I'm not sure we can fix this one. How irritating. So if you detect brine... Actually, you know what? If you detect anything that's not water... If you detect anything that's not water, vent it. There we go. And that needs to be done immediately. Right, water's leaking out here. That's fine. So that means you can get deconstructed and replaced, I think. Also, in all fairness, I wanted to replace these with gold amalgam anyways. But, like, that's not the point. The gases haven't been broken. That's good. This definitely needs fixing immediately, though. Right, so gold amalgam, put that here. Yes, you can build this. That's good. Now, we can actually get up here. The issue... Oh, come on. Come on. Right, I'm going to have to cut this pipe off. Or it's just going to break before we can get to it. Thankfully, we filled this room with brine, right? Did we fill it with brine? No, we didn't, but... We determined that the electrolyzer does fail in a safe way if you get another liquid in here sometimes. Right, so water... If it's not water, you vent it. That should work. Okay. This one I think we can fix as well. So... The only thing is, I think this tile event... Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Wait. Oh no. That was not the correct solution. Now the oxygen's coming out here. Okay, well we can fix that quickly, can't we? We may be a little bit boned. Okay. Did I break this? No. Good. Oh, I automated this based on the pressure up here. I could actually set this to turn it off. I don't think I need to. You know what? I think we have enough oxygen in here. We'll be fine. If this one doesn't break, I think this will actually be okay. But I need to build this tile before something else breaks. Yes, turns out random water pipe was not the best call. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that for now. Right, so the important thing is we're building all of this. Let's get this priority 9. I definitely want to explore the meteor today. That's, like, top priority. Second priority is Paku's jawbones. Are you actually getting dumped in here? Oh, don't wrangle Dartlets. Drop the adult Dartles in here, not the baby. Right, there we go. Oh, he's a wild one? Yeah, but he's going to get tamed, so that will work eventually. Right, we need to get the oil next. That's the next thing we need to do. So, this needs to be a priority 9 dig. That is a priority 9 dig. Mimar is pretty good at digging, so this should be fine. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing the sieve. I mean, we do need the sieve to work, but I prefer if it didn't interrupt with... Oh, wait. We didn't do this. I don't think we did that at all on the last run at all. Funny situation. Right, so... The situation. After today, what do I want to do with the channel once I go back to work and want to start normal things again? I want to resume Sour Gas or Bust. The issue is, well, kind of an issue. The Lura Beta synergy produces free plastic. It doesn't require any input water, it doesn't require any pip planting, it doesn't require any wild critters. I think it is just straight up more efficient than using the glossy Dracos. I'm not sure whether it's more lag efficient or not, but it's definitely more resource efficient. That being said, I still want to do Sour Gas or Bust anyways. So we are going to continue it. But the issue is... the huge loop is still cool. Yes, exactly. I don't want to not do that, and we've set up that run really well. Our base is actually well organized in that run, and I want to capitalize on that. So we are going to go back to that. Okay, the chlorine load thing. Anyway. That's going to be irritating. I think this is a sign we should uproot this one. Acceptable losses. Yeah, we'll wait and see what's going on with that one. I want to put a buffer filter on that signal. No, I want it to keep bothering me until I do something about it. This will be fine now. These plants are thirsty boys. The pressure's not going to dip again. We were just umming and ahhing about how much the bleach stone was actually off-gassing. The thing is, when the bleach stone off-gasses... Oh, the other thing is, right? Where's all the bleach stone? Is that in here? No. So the bleach stone from the Dartles... Oh, I just realized what's happening. They're taking all the bleach stone out and they're putting it in this bin. I just want them to leave the bleach stone in the room. The off-gas. That should be here. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that was the issue. Let's move all the bleach stone in here. In terms of actually off-gassing it, I probably am actually better off just leaving it on the floor.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for following the Darkfire. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. Hope you're having a good day. We're slowly figuring out what to do with this DLC. We've got to get the oil for the coolant loop, I think. I would prefer not to do it with oil, but I don't think we really have a choice. Oh, you're having fun. So, the annoying thing is... we can't sweep up the oil, because it's too thick. And we can't pitcher pump it because there's a geyser in the way. I think... so, we do just need to let all the water out. But there is a lot of water here, so it's going to take a while to let it out. But I think this is what we're going to have to do. In fact, don't even worry about this. Hello, I've been enjoying all the VODs on YouTube. Normally I live 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, fair enough. Yes, that's why I like to do non-standard time streams sometimes, just to see some new faces and whatnot. Because I like streaming most of the time at the same time for consistency. But if I do get a chance and it makes sense, I will go and do it. This is still my favorite new building in the game. Terror. Okay, put this in here. Yeah, I think we're getting there. This has been a little bit messy, but that's fine, because we're just exploring. But the next thing we're going to do is grab a load of iridium and, frankly, just a load of refined metal. There is so much refined metal here, and it's all at steam temperature. So that should be enough iron to get us through whatever we need to do. A slickster is kind of amusing. You know what? Let's print a slickster. Yeah. Oil. So I think... Would it help me to dig this out? Probably not. We need to get rid of all the polluted water here. I think I actually do need to sweep this bit. Because we need to let all this liquid flow this way. And then let the oil escape. Oh, no. No. What we do is... we dig here. No, I think what we actually do... we pitcher pump it. This doesn't need to be yellow though. In fact, I think what we actually do... we just pitcher pump here. And then... I'll tile this. That's not enough oil to matter. I'll tile this. And then we should be able to get it. Looks like the oil's actually coming out of here again. That's good. What I'll do is I'll get them to fill a bottle filler. And then we'll put it on this loop. Where am I going to put that? I can put that in here, actually, because it'll be nice and cold. Let's remove these ladders. Because I need to fix this before we run out of brine ice. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. But I do need to at least be aware of it. Alright, is that bleach stone? Yes. That should off-gas a little bit more. So... let's try planting this here again. Thank you, Autosweeper. I mean, if that one's right next to all the bleach stone that's getting deposited in here, I think we can set this to priority 5 now. How much is it going to emit? I think we... oh, yeah, it's not going to emit enough as a single solid block. I know what we need to do. We need to have a conveyor rail loop running the bleach stone. That's what we need to do, and then that'll allow it to off-gas properly, right? So, what I could do is... so this was supposed to be for brine ice, but it needs to be colder first. We'll leave that in. I think if I put... we don't need the ladder and the fire pole up here. Oh look, we got another Rhex egg. That's good. I think if we put another loader here, we'll just do a continuous loop running the bleach stone around this. And then that will definitely get the chlorine out. So... I'm glad we've had plenty of stuff to do today. I was kind of worried I was going to run out of stuff to do. I'm going to put another one here just in case. But we'll do something else with that. So, this is going to go here. And then... that is just going to run around here. I don't think there's a real need to zigzag it. I mean, we could zigzag it. The more tiles... Oh god, okay, hold on. What the heck is this gonna look like? Not like this. Can grubs live in chlorine? What about the new butterfly plant? Oh, grub. I'm sure grubs can live in chlorine. Here's what we're doing. That seems like an acceptable level of zigzagginess. And then that bridges. It needs to prioritize the loop, so that bridges here and then that recirculate. Okay. That'll take a little while to get built. Yes, I know the chlorine is low. We're fixing this. Well, we're trying anyways. But yeah, grubs. Let's have a look. Yeah, critters don't care about the atmosphere, generally. So that's fine. Mimica. Let's have a look at the Mimica bud. The Mimica bud can be in chlorine gas. Yes, so you can have them in chlorine. But the Mimicas require dirt fertilizing. Which you could easily do running a sour gas boiler, because of all the polluted water you're going to get out. You'll get some dirt out of that. You'll get a lot of dirt out of the Sweetles. So you could set up a loop based off of the Mimica buds and all of that for the plastic, rather than the Drecos. Is that going to be more plastic for the same amount of critters? That's something that needs to be investigated. But when we get around to it, I'm going to do a video for each DLC, covering each DLC separately. Because the other thing is, I want to make sure that what we're doing in our runs doesn't rely on any DLC other than Spaced Out. Because Spaced Out is like the mandatory one. Spaced Out is like the mandatory one where everyone should really get that at some point. The others DLCs are pretty optional. They're good, but you don't need them. So I want to make sure that if I'm doing a video about a topic, I'm either including or excluding the packs. So I'll cover the Frosty Planet Pack first, because that's been out for longer. And then we'll cover the Prehistoric Planet. Think about fertilizing Megafronds. That's a good point. One Mimica in here would be fine. So, but the problem is the bud would need to be hotter than all of this. Obviously, what you could do... We don't actually have to cool this bit. This bit could be hot if we really wanted. Going on. Packs are cool experiences, they seem pretty self-contained. I mean, the thing is, I think they would be very powerful mixing it in with the biomes. Like, I think people play it self-contained to avoid further complication. But late game, I think you could get some really powerful stuff going by mixing and matching everything with the shuffled biomes. Early game, I think it's probably best to commit to like a DLC or a non-DLC strategy. Right, what we need is a bottle filler. No, we need a bottle drainer and a bottle filler. That's what we need. So that means you can just dump the oil. Oh no, we just need a bottle drainer. That's all we need. We don't need the bottle filler. Okay, so we need the bottle drainer, and then we need a bridge. And I need to let all the polluted water out the loop. We need to do that later. We need to actually make sure we've got the oil first. Oh, I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do it like this, aren't I? I'm going to have to seal off this whole bit. Otherwise, we're just going to keep getting more water. Something along those lines. I also am going to tile this, just to make sure that nothing gets destroyed. Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're going for an absolutely optimal build, you would use all the DLC stuff in various different ways. But like, from a game practicality point of view, the loops for each DLC are set up in such a way that you're probably better off committing to one or the other early on. And then a lot of people don't get to the point late game where you want to start mixing it about. Now the funny thing is, as we discussed, chlorine is an insulator. It's not a very conductive gas at all. We theoretically could have this half of the room cold and this half of the room hot. So maybe we just do that. The issue is I don't think how would we even keep this room hot? I mean, obviously we've got a pile here, but like... I don't know. I don't think we're running out of food either way, so I don't think I'm going to do it for now. They are getting too hot though. So let's actually... I think I will extend the coolant loop to run this way. And then I'll put some radiant segments in here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, just do it like that. Put this off. I actually just want to drain all the polluted water now, don't I? So this bridge get reversed. And this polluted water can get fed back into the metal refinery. Use an opportunity to just move heat from one side of the room to the other might be a bit excessive. I think you would just have them in two separate rooms. Because the chlorine does not have a lot of heat capacity. You just put that way you're generating your heat. I think. But this needs to have bleached stone in it, so sublimate it. And then these need to pick up sublimate. I think the loop is now finished, so let's test this. Yeah. There you go. So each lump of bleached stone will off-gas on its conveyor. We know this from when we were doing all the space resource management. And it can off-gas in all of these tiles, except for the farm tiles, admittedly, but that's fine. So the bleached stone specifically is going to get loaded in here, and then it's all going to off-gas on the rails. And then you're going to see a lot of chlorine ducts, let me tell you that. So, the bridge. Let's get the bridge out of here. So that goes there. And then all of that cold, polluted water will go back into the metal refinery and we'll keep running that. That's fine. How much iron do we have? I need to make a list of iron. Once we get out into the volcano area, we don't need to metal crush iron anymore. That's probably good enough. Let's stop. Can I overpressurize when off-gassing from a rail? Yes, but that's not an issue. Oh, I don't think it will. I think it will reach the overpressure limit and then not burn. But yeah, this should be fine. And then I'm going to allow manual use on this as well. Just fill it with bleach stone. And then if the rest of it ends up in this room, that's fine. Although, we've got to get rid of the brine, if that's going to be the case, because we want to make sure that it does actually off-gas. I think it would off-gas in this brine. But let's just make sure. Okay. We'll see if that works. So, that water should be draining. That's going to take a while. And the oil. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to drain the polluted water this way. That's what we need to do. That's fine. This isn't hot, is it? No. So Enable auto bottle polluted water. And then we can just drain all of that into the metal refinery. There's a fair bit here. We're just doing this so we can actually get to the friggin' oil. Like, it wasn't ideal this was covered in liquid, but obviously we couldn't have exactly prevented it, could we? The sink is broken. What? Oh, we got some brine in here. Oh, yeah. So let's have a look at the rest of this, right? So if we've got brine, so this is set to only polluted water. But if we've got brine in here, it doesn't matter for this. I'm just going to remove this pipe. If it gets in here, the brine is going to go through the sieve. And that's going to continuously keep damaging the bathroom. Is that going to be continuous damage, or is that just going to be a one-off? I don't think it's coming out this end, but then again, I'm not seeing any brine bottle. Let's watch. It might take a while for us to watch. The issue is, I think the brine will be getting in here as well. I think the brine filter actually needs to be on this pipe. Let's do it. So... put that there. Put that there. And then that can go there. It's not polluted. Oh, this could be a mix of regular water or polluted water. So I think we actually want this to just filter out brine specifically. Set this to brine. I'm a bit annoyed about my new headphones. So I got those noise-cancelling headphones, and they're still really good, but the headphone pads have already split. So, like, you can see some of the stuffing in them. And I know I could probably get replacement pads, but, like, I don't know. It seems pretty quick for a product like that to fail. Like, I have not used them very long. This isn't working. Why not? Is that salt water? No. Oh. I just didn't connect the wire, okay. That one's on me. Okay. That's probably fine. Oh no, they're going to be spreading the germs everywhere. Oh no. Right, we have a lot of bleach stone off gas now. This might be a problem. I'm not sure this is actually going to be enough to continue off-gassing to help these guys. Like, we have a lot of bleach stone running on this chlorine conveyor rail now. And each one should be off-gassing. Doesn't seem like they are. Or maybe the game has just decided not to show the off-gassing element. Because to me it looks like that big lump is off-gassing, but the rest of it isn't. Yeah, like we've got 20 kilogram lumps in here. It was off-gassing on the rails earlier. I don't know. Got ballet shoes, amazing. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I've got a fan. Let's actually turn on the fan. That will help me stay cool, at least. Yeah, that's better. Right, so we built this. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go up here. So, the issue is, if we dig through this bit, the abyss light is super hot. So, the steam is going to superheat if it comes down here. Is that actually an issue? No, because it's still not going to melt the obsidian, so I'm not going to worry about it. Or it's not going to melt the, you know, the uranium. So I'm not going to worry about it. So let's literally just... what's the easiest way to do this going to be? I probably just want to do this. And then I can just dig these two sands out. So do that first, because we're going to have to do that in quite a specific order, so we need to pay attention to that. Right, so the polluted water is getting dumped. I think I actually need a liquid reservoir for this to make sure that we're actually, or a couple of them, to make sure that we're actually filling, getting rid of all that polluted water that was being annoying. So let's have that go like this. It does seem like it's just not actually off-gassing. That's disappointing. I wonder if it's a save and a reload thing. Let's try it. Let's save a reload and see if that causes it to off-gas. Because as far as I know, bleach stone should off-gas on a rail in a low-pressure environment, right? Surely it's not just me. Because the overpressure threshold is 2 kilograms, right? Or something around that region. Right, so if I unpause it now we get a load of off-gassing. Now that's a sufficient amount of off-gassing. That's very interesting. So it was bugged, so the bleach stone wasn't off-gassing on the rail. Apparently it's still not enough. Well, that doesn't seem likely. Maybe you just need to have it be an absolutely absurd length. Of stuff. I guess it's a lot of gas. Also, how are the Dartles doing? If the Dartles aren't happy, then they're not going to be... Oh, we've still got some wild Dartles in here. We've still got some wild Dartles in here. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just let it vibe for a little bit. As you say, Wombat Hole. That's a good idea. Hope you're doing well, Wombat Hole. Right. Yeah, let's priority 9 this dig. We want refined iron, and it's all here for the taking. Is it off-gas faster in smaller packets? I don't think so. So this is set to priority 9, this is set to priority... Oh. This needs to be set to priority 8. We do not want to be feeding all of the fresh Dartles to the Rhexes before replenishing this ranch. Also, no one's carved these. We have a Masterworks dupe now. Let's get the ice sculptures carved. There you go. The Rhex in a cage, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, basically, we're feeding the excess Dartles to the Rhexes one at a time. We're going to see how that goes. The off-gas is faster, we split up to more packets, but would one of 101 and 99 of 1 be faster than 100 of 2? No, I don't think so. you deplete the packets faster, but I think they all deplete at the same rate. That being said, I don't know that. Why are you coming in here without masks? Oh, the checkpoint is flooded. Irritating. So if the checkpoint gets... Wow. I bet there's a lot of dupes running around with masks in the base now, right? Well... I'm not going to worry about that. The circuit's overloaded. Oh, it's downtime. That's probably fine. Actually, I say it's downtime. All the dupes are on different schedules here, so it's downtime everywhere. So, this should fill these tanks with a lot of polluted water, which means... Oh, you know what we should do as well, actually? Just for now. Let's do that. Yeah, they do. That's why I put... Well, that is why I put mesh tiles there. Also because of the big body of water. Yeah, keep getting all the polluted water out. We speed it up. I'll let the dupes do everything else while we're waiting. Just wait for the little packets, and then you should be coming down here to get all this polluted water. There's a fair bit of it. You know what? I'm beginning to think I'm just going to uproot this one. Now, my question is it still off-gassing but just not displaying the puffs? Because that stopped happening very quickly. So we've barely been in here a cycle and it's already stopped puffing in this area. I'm going to assume it is still puffing and it's not showing the animation. Because if it's not, that's really, really bad. The other thing is, if we just drop it from a chute, it's all going to combine into one pile again, so we don't really want to do that. You know what, I'm actually going to put another bottle drainer here just to get this going a bit faster. You know, just to add to the whole spaghetti situation. So, 29, all of that. You could drop it from 30 different chutes. Yes, this sounds like an efficient solution. At that point, I should just leave it down here with the Dartles, because they're already just pooping it in random spots. I think I will actually just do that for now. I'm not sure this is working. We've got enough bleach stone on that thing we can test it. But let's just don't pick up any more bleach stone. And don't manually load this. Because I've seen the better gas overlay mod. I actually have it. Gets more intense with higher pressures. Maybe we'll put it on again. Go back now, that's good. We've still got the 2 Rhexes in here. They're currently starving. How many Dartle eggs we have? We have 24 Dartle eggs. I don't think this is going to be a huge issue. Food is low again. What's the situation with that then? Do I make some more veggie poppers? I think I'll make some more veggie poppers. Yeah, peat is actually going up now. So that is a good sign. The lums are doing their job. Yeah, it's a really good mod. I used it a long time ago. I might put it back on, honestly. I was umming and ahhing about it. I was just wondering whether it was going to be more confusing than not. I think I figured it out as well. I think when they sneeze, they take their masks off. That's why they're putting the carbon dioxide in here. That's very interesting. Not when they do the eye rotation thing. I'm gonna have to pay real attention to this. Any sneezes? I really hope that you are actually coming down here and doing this. If we put polluted water into the list, I think we'll find the other pitcher pumps that are applicable. So... it is just that one. So, they should just be grabbing it from there. Did we actually build all the tiles? We did. So we shouldn't be getting any more water in there. Fine. Right, we should now actually have Megafront. Ugh. So we concluded the Dartles. So they reproduce every... hold on. They reproduce every 3 cycles when they're happy. So each Dartle produces... yeah, each Dartle produces an egg every 3 cycles. Therefore 12 is going to produce 4 Dartles a cycle. Each Rhex needs to eat 1 Dartle a cycle. So we could have another one of these in here. But the issue is, the amount of dewdrips we have is as many as these guys could handle. So, yeah, because 24, 240 kilograms per cycle of brine ice. These guys, when fed the live Dartles, produce 256 kilograms per cycle of brine ice. So we have a mismatch. We have a mismatch because we need slightly more... okay, what this means is we have twice as many Dartles as we need from a meat perspective, which is good. That means we'll have some excess Dartles we can eat ourselves. Yeah, that's not a problem. Maybe we still have low chlorine. We don't, it's just a carbon dioxide friggin' bubble. Oh, it's because they're exhaling in here, because the mask terminal doesn't have any friggin' oxygen. That's what's happening. How irksome. Alright, you've convinced me. I'm gonna put a filter gate on it. Oh, we don't have filter gates. Research time! Filter gate. No, not filter hate. There you go. Oh look, we got the sibling dynamics. That's a new one. I haven't seen that one before. And we got the exquisite chompers. That isn't an old one. What other ones we got? We got what a hoot. Is that a Mammoth? That is a Mammoth. Okay, let's get the Mammoth one done. Well, they should probably do Dartle and Rhex ice sculpture. Not actually, to be fair, they added plenty of decoration in this DLC. I'm not going to complain about that. That's not worth complaining about. Oh god, this is going to take friggin' ages. Have you actually got the oxygen to go down there? You do. It's just going to take you bloody ages, grabbing it 200 kilograms at a time. You know what? We're not doing this. If we dig this out, we can get it to spread out a bit more. And then I can tile it here. And then we could deal with this bit afterwards. Yeah, I like the ice sculpture. It's a nice reminder that we're supposed to actually be... Oh. So the coolant loop is done. We just need to add the oil. It would help if we unpaused it. So normally when I do these long streams, I take a break. But today the constraint on how long we stream is definitely going to be the heat. So I'm probably not going to take a long break. Perhaps I shouldn't get over there. Right, so the liquids will spread out. The pressure will decrease. Then I could put a tile here. You let the rest of this water out, and we could do this in sequence. But you need to do this one first. Now, if this tile on priority 5 gets done before this yellow tile, I'm going to be very upset. Because they both got errands to do now. The faster dupe came for this, then, yeah. No. We're lucky? No, ash cans just need a pump. Pump it and dump it. I do want all the water as well, which is why I'm bothering to bring it back up to the base rather than just dumping it next door. Although that would probably be faster. Yes, everyone's making a mess because I'm yellow alerting everything. Good. Oh wait, did we actually break the bathrooms? It's possible, remember? No, bathrooms look fine now. I think we fixed it. That sensor. Clean that up later. We are getting a few more feather fibers, that's good. I will set this to repair Atmo Suit. You can set this to... Oh, this is weird. So because you have the two different fibers, you have to set one or the other for repairs. I think we will repair it with the feather fiber, considering we're sustainably making that. But this really is not enough for a lot of Atmo Suits. I'm just having to separate the liquids, gotta get the dupes to work. Yeah, the issue is, we just need the oil to escape into this region, and then we can actually just grab it. It'll be fine. Maria's here, that's good. I need to stop yellow alerting dupe. Period. Oh right, we have a little bit of oil here, that's hilarious. Well... That's not going to be enough to make a difference. I don't have any brine there. Oh god, I'm using the wrong friggin' tool. Grab it. One of these days, one of the duplicates is going to suffocate. I'm not going to forget about it. Stress? Yeah, we are stressing out the dupes. We put the massage tables in for a reason. We are not really bathing. Torture zone. You can't breathe. There's lumps everywhere. Oh wow, they were all getting stressed? Ah, fuck. What's the stress source? Popped eardrums. Oh. It's carbon skimming. We set up a carbon skimmer, but it's blocked because... Oh. Brian got in here. No, don't uproot the friggin' thing. Empty the storage. It's fine. Right, filter gates is going to go here. Yes, it is a filter gate we want. So, the issue is, this hasn't been running because it needs to let on the polluted water from the carbon skimmer preferentially to this water. That's what needs. Okay. Already knowing that. That should get rid of the carbon dioxide, because we've been running the peat burners. It's not been going anywhere. This bit down here, this is irritating, because I'm actually going to have to do something about this liquid to get this carbon dioxide to go down here. Or we just put another skimmer down here. I think that's actually what I agreed to do, right? I know this is super messy. It's fine. Right, and then this is going to insert itself here. I'm going to do the same thing here. There you go. Demolior down. We're on the lab seat, the RelicAAAAAAAAGHH cluster. I've actually spelled wrong on all my titles. It's got 3 A. It's got 4 A's at the beginning, then 3 A's, then a G and a H. I put R's in there. I have to go fix that. But yeah, this is the seed where it lands on cycle 10, and you have to survive for 100 cycles. So here it is. Here's Demolior. We are actually at the point where we can start to investigate this. But what I need to do is I need to put a door here. No. I need to... Yes. I need to put a door here. I need to trick a dupe to come into here. And then sort it out. But yeah, it lands on cycle 10. When it lands, it makes all the geysers on the map erupt. So we had a couple of magma volcanoes we had to immediately block off, which we did. And that wasn't a huge issue. And we've just been exploring the new DLC content ever since. I've been getting a bit lazy, trying to actually get stuff done on time, which is why people are suffering. It's not because we ran into difficulty. It's because of being lazy. I just want to see the new stuff. Yeah, filter gate is fine. Chlorine level's fine. I'm not gonna put in the other Megafron. I think 2 Megafrons will do. Food is decreasing. Did I stop making the toasted mimlet? I don't think I did. Don't make barbecue. We could make frost buns. That's fine. I prefer to make... Oh! We don't have gas! Oh, okay. Yeah, because the gas thing is just filling up now. We have not yet. This is only just started erupting again. That's fine. Why am I running this? It's because there's too much power, right? I want to run this. But yeah, there's a few things we're trying to do. Oh god. Yeah, that's fine. Just do that. Do this. I don't think this is still actually erupting with oil. What is that emote? That's someone just farting and flying away. That's ridiculous. But I need you to build this door, and then I need you to come in here and dig this tile. Lock yourself in the room, then build some insulated tiles, and then we release the steam, and the steam will immediately melt the uranium and form a liquid lock. And then we can explore the rest of the asteroid. Because we gotta have a big-ass vacuum in here. Gotta have a big-ass vacuum to make sure the base doesn't get destroyed. And, I'll tell you what, to celebrate at the end of the stream, we are just gonna pour magma on the base. I think. We weren't planning on staying here forever. That being said, I haven't done all the stuff I said we were going to do yet, so maybe I won't completely wrap up the run today. Maybe we'll do one session when we come back. Or a couple, I don't know. I want to make sure we actually look at everything we said we were going to look at. But, on the other hand, if I made some kind of other big mistake and it looks like nothing's actually going to work, then we'll deal with that later. Right, carbon skimmers are now working properly. Oh, this is an issue. Look. Now we're only actually running 2 kilograms per second of water through here. Is that actually an issue? Probably will be at some point. Elon's rockets run natural gas bits, strangers not available only. Yes, I haven't really been keeping up with all the space stuff IRL. This probably will solve itself. The carbon skimmers won't be running forever. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, all this water is gone now. So now what I could do is I could tile it here. I think the amount of water here is low enough that this can get solved. We just get the oil out. So what we'll do is the oil... I need to reverse this bridge again. Yeah, look. Okay, so all the Dartles are hatching now. We have lots and lots of Dartles now. This is good. We're going to have too many Dartles. I was going to set up a drowning chamber, but we're not going to be here long enough for that to be an issue. So... whatever. We know we can build a drowning chamber. So... this pipe is full of polluted water. Disconnect this. This will run again soon. How's this draining? Yeah, it is draining. That's fine. We'll let that drain, and then... the oil. How are we going to insert the oil? Is this reservoir still full? You know what? Screw all of that. I'm just going to put it here. And then this is going to be set to crude oil only. And I'm going to cut this off. And then this can actually just stay disconnected. That's fine. Okay. And then I will set this to cool it down below minus 22. No. It needs to not melt. The minus 15 will probably do. Minus 15. There you go. And then we can cool all of this down. You know what? I might as well set it to minus... I don't want it to be too cold, though. Let's set it to minus 20. Okay, and now I can just remove this. We got the Satyr Critter Trap seed in here. It'd be pretty easy for me to just plant this, feed it all the polluted water from the vent, and sort it out, right? I guess the polluted water is too hot. We're gonna need a fair bit of oil, but I think we do have enough oil. We're just gonna do this. Pay. Pay is on the way. This is a good thing. The other thing is, we built that door, so I need to make this a one-way door, and I need to dig exactly one tile over here. And then I need to seal this. And we'll know, because we'll get an idle notification. For 3... Oh, the polymer presses were broken. Why? They're getting too hot. I can remake these. I'll remake them both out of steel. Yeah, they're getting too hot. Gold amalgam is not conductive. You should not make stuff out of gold amalgam if it's not actually enough. We've got a temperature plate here, but it's not going to do well enough. So I guess actually, you know what? Just deconstruct these. Don't remake them until we got the steel. Right, we got our idle dupe. So now you need to make what do you got here? Jail, right? So you need to make some insulated tiles here. You need to do this one first. Listen very closely. I know you're hungry, but you've got important stuff to do. You're going to get cooked alive first. There is also an argument to be made. I should actually deal with this, because I don't want to do scolding in the Atmo Suit when they go in this area. That's very true. I could totally do something. Yeah, you're gonna have fun. There's no gas in here. And now... What? Who's doing this then? Is that all the shale? Oh, you don't have digging. Well, you could just do this then. This should work properly. The only thing is, I think I need to get... I need to make sure that stuff down here doesn't melt. So let's actually put a storage bin here. And then... keep only all. I'm hoping this won't take you too long. Yeah, you're a high strength dude. That's good. I don't think anything else is going to melt. Your bladder is high. You're going to pee your suit. That's fine. That's all part of the deal. You guys know this. This is all part of the deal. Let's speed up a little bit. Brian, get out of here. We get stressed pretty quickly. Right, okay. I think this will be good enough. So now let's release the steam. So, just to check. Let's set this to 140. So, everything down here is generally hot enough that this shouldn't be an issue, except for storage bin. You know what? This is fine. This isn't actually a lot of steam. I think most of it escaped into space. There's some oxygen as well. We can just release the oxygen. Release the oxygen. And then do that. Do this. There's actually some oxalate here. Hot oxalate oxygen. That's hilarious. So what will happen is this will heat up the wire very slowly. Oh, I realized a flaw in this plan. You're going to have to stay in here until it's melted. Okay, there's more steam. That's good. Okay. You're going to have to do a fair bit more work than I expected you to do. Sorry. Right, igneous rock. That seems like the building material. And then you can release the steam here. Oh. Yeah, you can't dig. Right. I should have got a different dude to do this. This is going to take a while to melt. Oh, the steam's all cooling on the friggin' storage bin. That's not what I wanted. There's a load of steam in here. I think we're just going to have to go and grab this. Is there a path we can dig to grab that? No. Because of the giant diamond vein. No. So I think we actually got the wrong dupe for this. Is there any more easily accessible gas? Well, I can't get you to dig out the refined iron tiles. I can get you to dig out the sand. Can I get you to dig it in such a way that we can actually get somewhere? Maybe. Looks possible. Not working very well. I think we shouldn't have mixed the oxygen and the steam. I think I'm gonna have to dig a lot of this out now. Let the gases interact. I don't really want the carbon dioxide. There is... Because the issue is, if this boils into steam, and then we release it to the vacuum, we're done. Wait. I have an idea. If I unequip your suit, your polluted water will boil. No, that's a bad idea. Like this. I could build a temperature plate out of hot iron. I could just do that to deliver the iron. That's probably the thing we're doing, right? Right, so you've delivered 800 kilograms of iron. How hot is the iron? No, not that one. This one. Cancel. Keep boiling all the water, and in fact, I'm just going to tell you to move all the hot iron down here. Okay. I realize the problem with this plan. Right, I need to dig this. And that'll let some gas in here, and then I can build a ladder here. Now you need to build a ladder out of shale. This isn't what I thought I'd be doing, okay? I guess remove this. Okay, the wire down there is heating up. That's good. Oh, this is going to be irksome. Take this. Construct this. We've got a little bit of time, but not a lot. What else do I want to do? I guess I can get you to do this kind of. This water. So the steam is condensing into water. It is heating up down here. So this is progress. Is it going to be fast enough? There's a load of iron in here. We want to grab this anyways, don't we? We've actually just got refined carbon in here straight up from all the cooking. Pretty interesting. Just dig this. Just dig this. I want all the gas to flow as much as possible. It looks like we're not getting any more steam down here. Full oxygen. Oh. Well, it's coming down here slowly. Fine. This isn't fun. I'm pretty sure you're soon going to just... We do have the pump in here as a backup. We need to rescue them at the end of the day. That's probably not the worst thing in the world. A load of liquid phosphorus. A load of sour gas. A load of steam behind the sour gas. There's a load of steam behind the sour gas. You know what? It's sour gas time, baby. Go grab it. Forget it. I wonder if you can breathe the hot oxygen without issues. Yeah. I guess we're gonna find out in a minute. You're gonna go sleep? That's funny. Well, it's one way of getting rid of all the oxygen, right? There is oxygen here. You probably will... Yeah, there you go. Wow! Okay. You're gonna inhale the oxygen here. Even though it's hot oxygen. That's actually fine. Well, it's not fine, but like... I think this can possibly work. The more steam you let out, the better. The water is the conductive part of this. You're definitely playing with fire here. I've heard of harebrained schemes, but this is like another level. Don't dig this one, because I want to actually come up here and grab this. I'm not sure the sour... I think the sour gas... What I want the sour gas to do is settle down somewhere else, but I'm not sure what it is going to. Right, that's actually just... I think the temperature plate should have gone here. That's where we should have delivered the iron. I just put it there. That should make things a bit easier. Because once this boils, I think we're actually fine. Yeah, the heavy watt wire is heating up now. You're peeing again, great. Actually, this is actually working somehow. Oh, is that the right iron? Yes, that will do. Okay, now I've got loads of steam. So now I've got lots of hot steam. That's going to continue to heat up off of the iron. If we build a temperature plate, it's going to start off cold. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get you to come over here. We want the... We want some stuff down here. Oh, look, a snack fruit. Look, you found lunch. It's only 200 degrees. Let all this liquid settle down here. This will work eventually. Just print some box of light, whatever. We're busy. This should heat up fairly soon. Oh. Oh, right. She's destructive. That's probably not good, right? Just like, what? What else do I want to do? Right, okay, I'll tell you what. Just build this. Get more iron. Keep grabbing more hot iron. I think this will actually be solved fairly soon. I think this may get solved before Maya stresses out. It's gonna be close. Also, are we better off letting her stress out in here? Difficult to say. Yeah, that's hot. I think we'll be fine. A little bit of hot oxygen down here, but I don't really want to grab this because I don't want the steam to settle in here. Can we just let you stew? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we can let you out. Good. We're all done. These ones will melt too in a minute. Yeah, there you go. Don't have any other errands. Someone else is actually going to come and do this. She's not had a good day, but the task has been achieved. This will be a stable liquid lock now. I don't think this will cool down for any reason. Not with all this steam here. Why is the steam cold? Still heating up. Where are you going now? You're gonna go eat the food? That's hilarious. I did forget that Maya was destructive. Oh, okay, you've changed your mind. I think I just need to tell you to leave now. Yes. Here you go. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean unreachable? Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Get out of here. Keep emptying these. This is just full of brine, right? Yeah. The lums! The poor lums. Yeah, eat that snack fruit. Maybe even go sit. Oh, you're gonna go eat that outside. That's fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you actually gonna go... Okay, you're gonna go back into the base now. That's good. You're starving. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. You've not had a good day, I will admit that. Oh, we're gonna get a load of blue water out of here now. Great. Well, Maya survived. That was not guaranteed. Steel looking. Yeah, that's looking good. Put another one of these in. Chlorine pressure's looking good in here. We have many more Dartles now. We have a baby Rhex. That will replace this one. We need... Yeah, we have put Rhexes on HP. That's good. Okay, I'm going to turn this off, because we should not be feeding this guy with meat anymore. Food has gone up again. That's good. Right, oil. Oil is in the loop. It is not all of the oil. But, okay, the pitcher pump has actually reached across, and I believe this is erupting. Slowly. At a rate of 172 grams per second. That should be fast enough for our purposes. It's going to take a little while. So that means this room is going to cool down. Let's just have a look at this. Not sure how much conductivity is going on here now. Needs to be set to -20, ideally. Okay. Everyone's running around the wheels, that's fine. Something's forming some gas down here, that's fine. Okay, I think the popped eardrum situation has been solved. I think that was the main issue, was the popped eardrums. Is Maya getting the treatment? Where's Maya? Maya's having a sleep, that makes sense. Okay, so... we went into space, we now have all the space iron. That's good. I think now what we do is we actually get people to dig out these tiles. Let's actually just look in the map mode. There's going to be a lot of it in tile form. And we also actually just want access to all of this. If we dig that, we should be able to access all of that. Then that's all iron. Then we can dig this, and then that. And then there's the iridium. And there's a bit of iridium we can just reach right now, which is good. But we do just generally want to dig a lot of this. So I think what we'll do... oh god, okay, this is good. Wow. We're going to need a ladder here no matter what. But for now, I'm just going to tell people to do digs. Actually, you know what? If we do this, then I can deconstruct this tile. And then we can get up here. I just want to make sure we can reach all the iron. I want to see how much iron we've actually got. Yeah, then come over here, dig this. Then probably just build an igneous rock ladder up here. And then we'll dig this. There's a bit more iron here. There's a bit more over here. This feels like being back on Badlands Boffins. That's good. Right, so then we go up here, then we can dig this out, and then we can reach all of this. There isn't a reasonable way to get 100% of environment iron ore, is there? No. Nope. Because if you're melting it, it's going to turn into refined iron. It's not possible. I'm afraid of doing that. It's flooded. Gas pump, that's fine. Okay. Right, so how's the oil going? Are you actually filling this with oil? Is that a priority? It is. I guess the dupes have a lot to do. Let's actually have a look. So travel time, farming, supply, eat. I guess I'm grabbing all the brine ice river. I think generally the dupes aren't that busy. Okay. Oh, that was the other thing we were going to do, wasn't it? I think we were just going to dump the chlorine from the vents in here. That would be a good thing to do. How much iron do we have now? We have 45 tons of iron. We haven't even dug all of it yet. This is what I mean. Like, once we get up here, this is refined metal sold for the rest of the time. Yes, it's a little hot, but it's not that hot. Wait. What happened here? Oh, the uranium melted. The uranium froze. Stuff in here now. Not good. I shouldn't have let the sour gas in. That's fairly obvious. So actually, you know what? No, don't build a friggin' snow tile. Just build a tile here. Delete that sour gas. It looks like generally it has behaved, but there's just a little bit that got down here. Okay, now remove this. Oh. Oh, right, we're gonna have to do both of them. Okay. Sorry, sir. Please continue to do this. That's not good. Harold, you're not doing this task. You're not here. Okay, look. It's the wrong thing. This is going to be irritating. I think this is the correct thing to do, so build this tile and then build this tile. I think that's all the sour gas, though. So that should stop being an issue. Thanks, Yellow, for that. Continue. Now you need to destroy this one. Right. And now we're going to load a steam, and the steam is hot enough that it's not going to cause any issue, right? No. How that? Alright, I'm making a tactical decision. We're gonna dig out the... We're gonna let the magma interface with the gas. Because otherwise this is going to freeze again. It just doesn't seem to be that hot anymore. Well, the thing is, every item in the room... No, every item in the room is that hot. It's only the stuff that we built that's gotten cold. We had to build those tiles to get it cold enough. Oh no, we had to build those tiles to delete the sour gas, which I shouldn't have done. That was... Also, actually, you know what would be easier than this? Just let it flake. Yeah, just let it flake, and then... do something along these lines. That should heat everything up enough. Oh, right. Make this priority 9. You'll do this at priority 9, won't you? No? I mean, this is okay at the moment, but it's not going to last forever, so we need to keep injecting some extra heat here. Let it flake, but cancel the direct magma release. Yes. Correct. That's what we'll do. The Abyss Light has so much heat capacity, this shouldn't cause any issues. There we go. That'll be fine. Well, that's a funny solution. If it works, it works. I can actually keep digging this as well. I'm gonna do this just so we got as much surface as possible. Flake. And in fact, actually now I'm gonna release this as well. Okay, this seems fine now. I should probably dig this just to let it out as well. But I don't think that's going to cause. Why is Abyss Light heat release called flaking? Who knows? It's just part of the Oni law. Oh, the dock got flooded again. How irritating. Let's make all of these. Deal's going alright. Right, so I think this is success, because this uranium will melt in a minute. I'm not going to build any more tiles. We'll just tile it once the uranium's melted. So now we can actually access the iridium, so let's do that. There's a little bit here we can just grab. I think what I'll do... elevating everything. What I'll do is I'll just build a ladder here. Then... do that. And dig out most of this stuff. There's also diamond. Fun. We got Dartles in space, they're a bit hot. Makes sense. You can't actually get up through here because... why? Oh. Well, I know you can't get up there. Are all the Atmo Suits just on break? No, it's this. Okay. Fair enough. Then we can get up there and grab some iridium, and then we can start playing around with it. Is there anything else we need to do immediately to keep the base ticking over? I don't don't think so. I mean, I'm going to yellow alert this just because people aren't doing this. Food's doing alright. Oxygen. How's the oxygen storage in here? It is okay. I don't think that's going to be an issue, so I'm not going to bother fixing it. Natural gas is filling up in here, that's fine. So we can make this stuff again. Got random liquids in here. Get them out of here. Just minus 20. Cold as the oil. Okay, you're adding more oil now, that's good. Let's turn the overlay thing off. Okay, these tiles are getting nice and cool now. That's a good sign. Still gonna need a little bit of work. I think I'm actually going to set this to minus 25. I think we want to overshoot this as much as we reasonably can. So the next thing to do... Yeah, we've got two things left to do. We've got Pacus, we've got the other stuff. Do I want to set up chlorine pumps? We've got 2 chlorine vents. We could probably do that pretty quickly. All I would do is put a gas pump over here. Non-chlorine gas would get dumped out. But let's see. What we'll do is we'll get these chlorine vents set up so that they're actually going to the room. And then we will go on a little bit of a break, have some food because we're getting a bit hungry. And then we'll come back and we'll look at the Pacu and we'll look at the Iridium construction. But the important thing is we're actually in space. We're actually in space, we've got Iridium. So anything that's not chlorine, we're just going to dump in here, right? So let's do that. So then gas pipe element sensor, not chlorine. Then the pipe will go the other end too. I notice it's not very controlled. I will seal these rooms off after this is done, or I will seal off the vents. Yeah, so that can all be one pipe. Good. Then the power wire needs to go down to 2. You shouldn't have to run super often, so I don't think that's going to be a concern for overloading the wire. And then this means we just grow more Megafronds, like, we might as well. Oh, okay. And then I think what we'll do is... I'll tile this. I'll dig this. And then I'll tile this. And then I'll just stick ladders here. That should actually suffice. Right, okay, that's fine. And then this one over here, I will stick a tile here. You know what, this is a small room, I don't need to worry about that too much. I will stick a tile here and just dig this. That should solve most of that, right? Okay, let you guys all get on with that for now. And then, yeah, set this to chlorine. Anything that's not chlorine vents over in the base. And then the chlorine is actually going to go in a high pressure vent. What's the easiest path for it to take? Oh god. Down here. Surely. I can just go there. So, gas pipe. More spaghetti, hooray! I have a different plan. We'll do this. And then that chlorine is gonna not go through the spawn because that would be irritating. That's just gonna come out here. And then this gas pipe is gonna go here. And then that should solve itself. I do need, yeah, that's good. Cut this. And bring that across. And then we're not putting any bridges in the chlorine pipe, I guess. No, I'll just deconstruct and reconstruct that. That'll be quicker, won't it? Maybe it won't be quicker. There you go. Who's gonna do this? The lucky soul. Which one? Oh. It was pay. It was a sneaky pay. That's fine. Got principles? I've probably had principles for a while and not even noticed. Not that we're really doing any printing now. I don't think I'm going to do any more printing until we really get too much food. And to be honest, at that point, I think we're just going to call it. Because that means we'll have actually done the Paku stuff, right? Right, that could go there. This could get disconnected. You should be able to build all of this stuff fairly quickly, so I think we can just leave you to do that. We don't have any more oil? Is that it? No, we have oil. To be fair, this is probably just taking a considerable amount of time. Pulling the steam turbine as well. Oh, they're all asleep! Look, they're all sleeping together. That's very cute. That's very cute. I don't think that's the thumbnail. I don't think this is the thumbnail either. That being said, we're definitely going to have enough chlorine in here for a third. This should go here. And then we can actually fit the plant in. And we'll probably put a couple more in. Because of the chlorine vents. We can geotune the chlorine vents with the salt as well, if we really felt like it. Is that what we do for the thumbnail? If we keep going for another 15 minutes to half an hour, we could probably do this and have a decent thumbnail. Because as entertaining as going into space was, I don't think that's a particularly good thumbnail shot. You are... Wait. Hold on. Megafrond. Okay, guys, we've learned something important. You cannot fertilize a Megafrond. Okay, then. Before we put the friggin' thumbnail in here, we'll just put marble statues in here instead. We have marble statues, right? No. Okay, let's fix that. Wow, cringe. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because they're breathing the gas. That is admittedly another con of the Megafron, though. Feel the vibration from the fan on the table there. I need to just the angle slightly. Okay, that'll do. So let's put all the stuff here as well. Don't think we need an extra. Oh fuck. Okay. Yes. Deconstruct this. Disconnect this. Oh, I'm just gonna tell you to deconstruct this anyways, fuck it. Need to get a couple more oh, we've got some more Megafronds. Oh. Did these not? I don't think these produce seeds. Yeah, the Megafronds also don't produce seeds. So we are just going to have to dig up some Megafronds, which is fine, because we're decimating the environment. Fine. But this means you can't do them infinitely as well. Okay. Well, now I feel a little bit better. I don't think Megafronds really invalidate sleep weeds at all. Because they're good for a little bit of stuff, but you can't really, unless you do seed duplication, which you could do, admittedly. You can't really go over the top. There's a Megafrond grey down here. We should just grab this. The minute we open this, everything just explodes in here, though. Is that an issue? Do we try and wrangle the Rhex? Yeah, because we've only got one Rhex in here at the moment. Let's try and rescue the Rhex. So if we do that, if I do this, I think we might be alright. We can't get up there because we still need to build the ladder. I probably should have paid some attention to that. We could do portraits. We could do portraits. We got the feather fiber. We might as well. Yeah, make him out of gold amalgam. Oh. Oh. Well, that one's 34. Not awful, but we can't really. Okay, don't do this. Don't do this. Be reasonable. Dig, yeah, let's see, furniture. We'll just put a metal block in there. We have enough iron. Oh, wait. We don't want to use hot volcano iron, do we? I think just a regular sculpting block for a change. Okay, so dig those out. Are there no? I think that is all the Megafronds. How much chlorine is this as well? This is 89, so that's one Megafron. This is 85, so it's one Megafron. 6 is probably slightly unrealistic. We may need to geotune, which we can do because there's plenty of salt, right? There is plenty of salt. Chlorine's temperature doesn't matter. Okay, the loop looks full of oil now. Very close to being full of oil. One more bottle, that'll do. I think this is getting down to temperature now. Yep. We certainly did yellow alert things, didn't we? Salt binds with salt. Yeah, we've got a saltwater vent as well. So here's the saltwater vent. There is literally an iron volcano right here. If I set this to comfortable room temperature. I mean, we do have a cold polluted water vent, which is doing a lot of work here to keep everyone cool at the moment. And we obviously have that active cooling. I think what we will is we will come in here and we'll grab this iron too. So let's see, how exactly are we going to do this? I think we're going to come in here, we're going to dig this. We're going to dig this. We're going to dig these bits. And then we're going to come down here. No. We're going to come down here. No. We're going to come down here. And then we're just going to ladder across. Let's make a granite ladder, and then we'll dig this. And then we'll let all that salt water down here. And then we'll come grab this iron. Because look, there's another 20 tons of iron down here from this volcano erupting. That's the other thing, by the way, on this seed. When you do actually, when all the guys erupt, if you can actually find them again, they do just have all of the materials here for you. Like, look, here's 24 tons of aluminium. Like, you will find a payload on most volcanoes that don't block themselves. We've also got a regular old water geyser here. That's kind of funny. Oh, you don't have masks. Oh, you do have masks. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure I even specifically care about sustainable salt at the moment, but it is a thing we could do. Right, what are our priorities? I want to get the Megafron room done. The thumbnail. That's what I want to do, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll do the bits. I want to drywall. Am I actually going to extend all the conveyor rail? The bleach stone. That was what I was going to do as well. So this conveyor rail needs to go up here. And go up here. And then this one. Christ. You know what? Sod it. It's just going down here. There you go. Nailed it. That's all Friday 9 too, by the way. What were we even researching again? Oh, right, we were researching the marble statue. Well, I don't overly care about that now, so you can stop. Don't do it. Okay. It is too cold. We go back to brine. So the brine freezes. Okay, let's set this to minus 20 after. No, not minus 2. Minus 20. We have slightly frozen some brine. Why it's formed tiles, right? That's good though. Means we're on the right track. Can go there too. And how many masks do you have? You have plenty of masks. I've realized a slight issue with this plan. Oh, look, there's a Rhex. This needs to be... Oh, this is priority 8, okay. Yeah. This needs to be priority 7. We need to prioritize dumping them here instead of doing what they were currently doing. Pressure, wait. Wait! The pressure can't be above 2 kilograms for a dew drip? That's infuriating. Okay. Okay, well, I don't expect this will be a problem, but it could be. Because you won't... Your farting, the Dartles farting will not depend on the pressure. So, yeah, maybe they will overpressurize it. Do they fart immediately after they eat? You must determine this with science. Does seem like it. Most of these just aren't fertilized, in all honesty. More tiles. Why is that happening? I think what's happening is it's melting in the storage. It's melting in the storage. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to set this to... Yeah, that's what's happening. It was melting in the storage. We need to set this so that it never melts in the storage. So that would be a... I think I need to set this to like minus 30 or something. Set it to minus 30. Because we won't actually get that cold. You actually wrangling the Rhex? No. Is it even possible to get the Rhex in that corner? I don't think it is. I should probably test this. Right, let's test this now. Okay, this does work. Good. So, Dartle goes here. Higby got interrupted! He was about to groom the Dartle and then the Rhex just immediately ate it. And then he poops the brine ice and it's still too hot in here. I would like to solidify this. Actually, I would at this point. I think I would just like to solidify this. Ooh, dug up the iridium. Nice. I would just like to solidify this into brine ice, and then we can recycle it again. Obviously, not as efficiently as we'd want to, but it's better than nothing. You're the wild one. Okay, how's this pipe looking now? This pipe is now looking good, so I can turn this off. Good. And this can be low priority. We got the tinted aqua tuna liquid mod on, so you can tell that's crude oil in there. Because it's slightly black. Cool. Right, should I have a look for more random brine ice? I don't know, there's still a fair amount of it on the map. I don't think there's any closer sources. Oh, I was meant to come rescue this guy. Didn't happen, did it? I want to get the Megafronds spore. That's what I want. So, I think I need you to do this. And then this. He's gonna cook very quickly. The Dartles have found a solution. And then this needs to be priority 9. What is this? Got some diamond. So just a reminder as well, Iridium. So this thing melts at 2,445 degrees, has a very low specific heat capacity, a very high thermal conductivity, almost as high as my voice then. It gives a decor bonus, and it gives 500 degrees overheat temperature bonus. That's the main thing. And the fun thing is, you can build anything out of metal or refined metal using Iridium. Because it's one of those advanced materials like steel. So, it's gold dust. And obviously, if the asteroid lands, you have a large but finite quantity to work with. But if it's in space, you can space mine it forever, so that's clearly the aim. I did not need to get the slick string in, did I? Oh well. I'm just gonna leave them there. Some more crude oil eventually, isn't it? I think people are generally a little bit less stressed than they were. To be fair, they're all still going out in oxygen masks. They are going to be getting stressed. I think that's just part of the course. Right, what do we have? We have the safari selfie. We've got to redecorate. This is very important. How is the chlorine infrastructure going? Because we kind of need that to be done as well. And this needs to be a regular gas vent. That needs to go right here. There's too much carbon dioxide down there. I think what that means is this needs to go here. Probably fine. Is it worth trying to melt the iridium so you can solidify it to debris rather than mine it? I assume the melting temperature is observed. It's 2,500 degrees, so it is doable, especially because there's magma volcanoes in the area. You could do it, but I think it'd be easier just to get it as a space POI, because it's just a finite amount. It's 200 kilograms of tile. This is also a metal-rich asteroid, so I'm not sure whether this is the default amount or slightly higher than the default amount. Yeah. Oh, that looks so good! It's got the Lum. He's a friend. Yeah, I think these guys are doing alright. It's just the whole brine issue. I'm gonna speed through it. I just want them to finish off this room. I do like that you can see the grains growing on the spine. Okay, we got some more loot, that's good. With the bold retro wall pot, I'm pretty sure we already have that one, but that's fine. Yeah, we have a lot of Dartles in here now. There's 34 Dartle eggs. Lots of dew seeds as well. So the good thing about this is when we do the Paku in a minute, we can actually feed them all the dew seeds. Because we're not going to run out of those, provided that we actually get this brine temperature issue sorted. So because these guys poop it as brine ice, I don't know. What temperature is the Rex? Does it come out at the temperature of the Rex? He's pretty cold, but the problem is he's cold, but he's warm enough. This one is cold enough that he shouldn't actually... Oh, is that a wild one? No, it is a tame one. I don't think they catch the... I don't think they actually catch the tame ones every time. I think they just have a chance to catch it. He escaped. He escaped in the critter combo. Oh, there we go. He got him. No? Oh. No. I don't know. I am kind of enjoying just watching them. It's a circle of life, as you say. They're taking an interest in their friend. Got him. No? He's given forgiveness. Excellent. A sign of a healthy critter. Yeah, keep speed throwing it. Let's just keep doing this. Ugh. I'll blow my nose in a minute as well. Yeah, this is the perfect place for all this Megafrond stuff, by the way. Right next to all the friggin' melting crap. I don't think that's actually flaking. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't think it's going to flake fast enough to be an issue. You're nearly done with all of this. We do still need the one spore. It's down here. There's still some algae down here, lol. It's hilarious. We got puffed! We got a squeaky puffed. We don't need you anymore. We found new friends. I'm just joking. We'll use you in the next run. Yeah, when are we going to see this oil really start to cool down this brine? It's trying. The reality is that oil does not have a lot of heat capacity, so we're kind of... It's kind of annoying on that front as well, but it can't really be helped. Food is going wild, as we kind of expected. We could probably stop doing the veggie poppers, but even doing the veggie poppers, the peat is still actually good. This suggests that we can actually make another set of peat burners, which is... No. Yeah. Don't uproot it. We can set up another set of peat burners, and then we can use this to test a primitive sour gas boiler. That is what we want to do. That's like the final objective of it. Just to test the concept. Put this to Friday 9 too. I'm just glad the room's actually full of chlorine now. Well, we're trying anyway. Lube. What's wrong with the lube? Oh. I just didn't build a bridge here. Or... this. There you go. Looping will continue until morale improved. What are our sculptures going to look like? Do we have any new large sculpting block ideas? I could just make the iridium sculptures, but that seems like a waste. But where is everyone? People down here building all this stuff. Yeah, a little bit. That's good. We do need to put Atmo sensors on these chlorine vents. Because I don't want to pump unless the gases are high enough pressure. I'm going to have to worry about building stuff out of iridium too, aren't I? Well. There you go. Go, Marie, go! There is only one new painting. I like this one. We're going to keep that one. Friendship with Squeaky Puff ended now. Megafrond is my best friend. I mean, if you need the bleach stone for geotuning, you still need the Squeaky Puffs, really. Squeaky Puffs with Dartles seems very good. But obviously, again, you need to make the brine ice, and you need to have the whole loop. We'll get it going. I want to make sure that what we're doing with these guys does end up being sustainable. I need to see a Rhex poop brine ice and have it not melt. That's my condition. They do seem to be decreasing in temperature, so that's reassuring. Oh, wow. That's funny. Okay, you know what? We are going to do this. Whatever. And the sculptures, they're just normal sculptures, so I don't really care about that. We can even fit the ice sculptures in there. That's good. And we can fit Devon grooming in there. Nice. I'll probably just get a shot of Marie painting. Seems sensible. Maybe we zoom in a little bit. Get her doing that stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking this just a tad. Yeah, maybe this is the shop. We've got Higby, we've got Marie. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. I don't really care what that statue is going to turn out to be specifically. Oh, I didn't finish this. That's fine. I don't mind that. What about the other stuff? There's still a little bit of stuff that needs to be done down here. This could be set to above 500. Be well sealed on the... I think they're actually pretty much done on most of this stuff, but... I mean, how quickly are they going to get this done? Oh, that's not reachable? If you build a ladder here, you should be able to reach this.
Thanks for the sub!
FRD Dots, welcome back. Thank you very much for the Prime 10 months of subscription. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy your primo emotes. Yes, we're doing the rare day stream because I know it's going to be so hot this evening, it's not even going to be worth bothering. So, we've actually just done a few things. So, we're just setting up the chlorine vents just to pump. But what we've actually done today is we've filled up this room with more chlorine. The Dartles are doing their best to fill it with as much chlorine as possible. We've got lots of babies. Look at this. Look, it's the baby room. That's why you have AC installed in your house. Yes. Best I can do is the fish chiller. I was umming and ahhing, honestly, about getting AC installed or whether to have a temporary AC kit. The thing is, I think I would use a temporary AC kit if it was going to be like less than a week a year where we're going to get a heat wave like this. But like, this year, I think we're going to have like 2 months on and off of heat wave. That's the impression I get. At which point, I think I would just get actual AC. So we're going to think about that. For sure. But yeah, we set that up. We set up some Megafronds. This is probably too many Megafronds. We've actually got a conveyor rail of bleach stone that's trying to off-gas it continuously as well, to make sure we're using that from the Dartles. There isn't actually a building. There's no bleach stone sconce, is there? There's the oxalite sconce, but there's no bleach stone sconce. Because putting it all in a storage bin didn't really work. Because it emits based on the... I don't think it emits based on the size of the chunk. Maybe it does emit based on the size of the chunk. This is emitting more than it was earlier, but it's still not a lot, is it? AC has been like best 2K what I spent. Yeah. I've heard of people getting it for cheaper. There's got to be a better solution to this saltwater than this. Oh, there is. I actually just need to put a pump here and pump it occasionally. Do I actually care about that though? Not really. I think I was going to get rid of the water weed. Because... Oh, right, hold on. I need to tell the dupes to eat barbecue again, or make barbecue again. Because we're not actually feeding it to the Rhexes anymore. We have enough Dartles, we can just feed them the Dartles. We have a heat pump that was installed for winter heating, but we're looking into using it to pump cool water to the radiators as pseudo AC. Fair enough. That's interesting. What we got? Plastic? Yes. Easy. So the uranium's all behaving because we've been heating up the steam up of the abyss light flaking. And now I'm pretty sure we can just explore this asteroid as thoroughly as we want. I want to come in here and grab the iron from the volcano as well. This is kind of overpressure, but that's okay. This is vacuum, so that's not an issue. We'll just dig out all of this. Come grab the iron. There's some glass in here. I don't overly care about that. Oh. This wasn't supposed to happen. There you go, do that. Oh, no, that was wrong. Cancel this. Yours is the heating and cooling meat, yeah. Because, yeah, the fish chiller is heating the air and cooling the fish. What's going on with that? We've still got a, what's going on with the knits? Okay, so we do have enough knits. That's fine. We've still got a dartle in here. You should probably get right. In fact, at this point, I'm just going to eat. Our solution to the whole knit problem was just to have them sting the dupes. This is not a good solution, but it's a solution. It's at least an easy one. Yeah, I think we'll be good on food now. So the other thing is, right, meat. We're going to end up with a lot of meat in here from all the excess dartles, because we're not... We're going to drown them at some point, but, like, not now. So this conveyor rail needs to just go here, and then this needs to just be set to edibles. I mean, they do definitely do the whole covering a room thing like the Drekos do. But I still prefer the Drekos. That one's still wild. Okay. I think that's it for now, then? I think that's everything we kind of wanted to do at the moment. Is what about the Atmo sensor? Did they build the Atmo sensor? Yes. Okay. Let's do above 500 and then off. Then I won't forget about it. Right. Put a gym in the Gnit ranch and let the training tubes serve a double purpose. No, they will go in the rec room anyways. There's enough guys getting stung in here. This isn't a problem. Let's put some downtime here because of the lava development. Every dupe comes in here anyways. But yeah, I think that's going to do for now. I will come back. I'm going to have a break. I'm going to have some food. I'm going to figure out what exactly we're going to do. But we definitely did get to the asteroid and grab the resources. So we now have plenty of resources. So let's put the music back on. Yeah. So we got the resources. We've set up the chlorine for the Megafronds, so that's going to be a load of food as well. We haven't done that yet. We learned a little bit about the Megafronds, so that's fine. I kind of overlooked that you can't fertilize them, so we've had some interesting discussion involving that. When I come back, we are going to set up the Paku and the Jawbow, because I've got to confirm that I can actually tame a Jawbow. And then, in whatever remaining time we've got there, we're going to play around with plastic melting and... plastic boiling and using the iridium to set up a sour gas boiler. I'm not sure we're going to get that done today, but we're going to give it a try. So yeah, if you like what you've seen so far, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you've not already followed me. All the VODs go on YouTube. I'll make sure they all go up. There's a load of guide videos on there as well. I will start posting new stuff after I come back from Devon. And there is also
Thanks for the follow.
Discord. Thank you very much for the follow. Stomp 'em. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Where's Whiskers? Whiskers is hiding at the moment. Sadly, no Whiskers, but you get to hang out with the rest of the fish. We post on the Discord. People share builds and stuff. There's a very good beta design for lures. I think is way better than what I'm doing. So feel free to have a look on there and find that. I'll be back in probably like 15 minutes, and then we'll keep going. But see you in a minute.